just rely because this thing doesn't even want to cooperate. It's crazy. Really crazy. Amazing. Wait a couple of minutes. We gotta wait a couple of minutes, but I guess we live, so I guess we don't have to wait. I guess we do not have to wait. Well, let me look for a couple of things. Go ahead, come right on in, come right on in. Come right on in. We got us a few minutes. Come right on in. This is the worst. This is the worst day to be. I guess this is the worst day to be white. I guess this is the worst day. Come on in. Come on in. This thing don't even want to go. I'm going live on here, and I'm going live on live stream. I can't figure it out because it works better on here than it does on here. So I don't know what's going on. We got, let's say, we got us a couple of minutes. But if I will say this, if there was ever a time for you to jump ship from the Trump administration, it would be now. I will repeat myself again. Excuse me. If there was ever a time to jump ship, let me just put this in for a second. If there was ever a time to jump ship, I'm just gonna 1 second. If there was ever a time to jump ship, it would be right now. But I know you won't. I know you won't. Come right on in. Come right on in. This is the best day of my life because I get to tell y'all the truth. I get to tell y'all the God's honest truth. Y'all have lost y'all freaking minds. Y'all have lost y'all freaking minds up in here. Come on right on in. Come on in. We got us a minute, less than a minute. Hey, how you doing, Mama Melissa? How you been doing? Yeah, YouTube took away my monetization for some dumbass reason. I don't know why. So keyword, if you are feeling gracious, go ahead and hit the Cash App. Go ahead and hit the Cash App. Let me see. We got 5 more minutes. Okay. We can start live stream now. We can start. All right. Because I can't hear myself. This is the wrong time to be a Trump supporter. This is the wrong time. This is the very wrong time. Okay. system. So here we go. Welcome to another live stream. This is yours truly, We-On-Loc Nation, going live on StreamYard and on my phone. This is a bad time to be a Trump supporter. I'm going to tell you that right now. A very bad time to be a Trump supporter, and let me tell you why. You had not only the Venezuelan thing going on, which he bombed, going back to the Iran situation, going back to the Nigerian situation, then there was Venezuela. Captured Maduro and his wife, had them took them to New York for trial. Then he kills someone from Minnesota. He kills a woman in Minnesota. ICE was there for whatever strange freaking reason it was. And he got trapped in this new blah, 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 blah. He ends up, some ICE agent F's around, it ends up murdering somebody. One ICE agent tells him to go left. One ICE agent tells him to, the other ICE agent tells him to go right. In other words, he tells her to go. He tells her to stop. She pulls back. The other ICE agent's trying to stop her. She's trying to flee at this point. She's trying to move forward. She wasn't trying to hit anybody with her car. And to make things better for her, it was icy out. It was cold out there in Minnesota. Did it require you to not shoot this lady not once, but 7 times? Seven times. I don't know what's wrong with this goddamn camera. But this is Trump. And then, and to make matters worse, you threaten Jasmine Crockett. All this is on Trump's head. It doesn't matter who did it. It could be the white supremacist, could have been a crazy ass white guy. It could have been whoever. This dude has got to go. He has got to fucking go. I don't know why people like him still support him. He's cooked. He is cooked after this. I don't know what the hell. I'll just do that like this. I'll just do something else like this. All right. Here we go. I just get sick and tired of having to say the exact same thing I've been saying. Here we go. Is that this dude has got to fucking go. I don't even know where to begin, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't even know where to begin. I guess I'll just start with the first thing that I see. I'll start with the first thing that I see. And then I'm just going to move on from there. That's not it. All these leaders, all these leaders from Liberia, Venezuela, South Africa, all these leaders around the world are having talks about Trump and his bullshit. They're having talks. China. You know what? You know you're in the shitter when Putin talks about you. You know you're in the shitter.
We've also seen the U.S. Marshals here. We've seen Customs and Border Patrol confirm a shooting occurred reportedly involving a federal ICE agent and a civilian this morning. You see the live pictures right there. Our Whitney Wild is there on the ground. Whitney, tell us what's happening right now.
Dana, we're in the heart of Minneapolis. We're here on East 35th and Portland Avenue. And let me show you first, I'll show you who's on scene. That is Mayor Jacob Frey. He's the mayor of Minneapolis. To the side here, on the left side of your screen, that is Police Chief Brian O'Hara. There is an enormous law enforcement presence here from multiple different jurisdictions. Our photographer is going to show you what the crowd looks like here, Dana. Mayor Frey is now leaving. I think you're probably starting to hear people yelling to him, but he is now leaving. He had spoken with some people on the edge of the crowd when he first arrived, according to a man who had video of it. He did not come back to the crowd. Now a crowd is following him down the street. But what you're looking at right now is the law enforcement response here. So you see Minneapolis police, you see the Hennepin County Sheriff's Department. We've also seen the U.S. Marshals here. We've seen Customs and Border Patrol. But let me bring you up to speed with what we know. As you said, we know that there was a shooting involving federal law enforcement near East 34th Street and Portland Avenue. That was according to the city of Minneapolis.
Mayor made a statement not too long ago saying that it was criminal, that it was unjust. And if I could speak for him, Trump's a piece of shit. And for the justification for it is unlawfully. And for all you Trump supporters who still support Trump to this very day, shame on you. You're just as much as criminals as he is. You're just as much as a criminal as he is. You're just as much as a rapist as he is. This is insane. This is totally insane. He killed an innocent civilian. He killed an innocent civilian in cold blood on American soil. This is on his watch. There's a special place in hell for Trump. After all he's done. Killed an innocent civilian, threatened a senator from Arizona, threatened a mayor, threatened a governor in Minnesota, threatened some female. He needs to go. He needs to go. And when the world governors start talking about you in anger, you need to go. You're in trouble. You need to fucking go. He is responsible for every single death. Yes. He is responsible for every single death, every single unaliving, whatever you want to call it, every single bad deal. He is responsible for it. The firings, the tear-ups, all this other shit. People are getting sick and tired. Oh, get the sniping. Get the sniping. Get the sniping. I already know you. I can feel your presence. I feel your presence before you even walked in the room. I already felt your presence, Lisa. I already felt your presence. Let's see if that lasts long. Okay. But most of you by any means, it doesn't matter what he does. It doesn't matter what he does, as long as you get what you want by any means necessary. He can rape your child right in front of you. Go ahead, as long as you give me my money. As long as you give me my money, you can rape my child right in front of me. Sad. Very sad. Y'all sick. All you maggots are sick as fuck. All you maggots are sick as fuck. Let me see. I can't even fucking find it. Oh no, I got to put this in front. So how many people are in here? How many people are in here? Nope. This ain't even working. Nope, this ain't working, so I have to use another source. That ain't working. I don't know why this don't work. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and download. And for those who have strong stomachs, I'm going to go and download the actual incident of what happened. No, I don't know. No. I don't know why this thing. Excuse me, bear with me. I don't know why she don't. She needs to. Here we go. What the hell? Yeah, I'm gonna download the scene in a minute. No. Oh, sign. Oh, I don't want to personally sign out. Hold on. I don't know why she's in my. So, anyway, while I go and look for the actual email, here's the other video.
Jasmine Crockett reveals white supremacists are threatening her and coming to her office. Put it up for mass. Courtesy of the commander-in-chief, by the way, on Thursday, an individual reportedly appeared at Representative Jasmine Crockett's office making, quote, white supremacist threats and hand gestures. Let's call those gang signs. Here's Crockett's statement, quote, today, an individual showed up to my office, my DC office, and made white supremacist threats and hand gestures. Everyone is safe. And I want to thank Capitol Police for their swift response. But let me be crystal clear. This cannot become the norm. We're living in a time where political violence is being fueled from the very top. When the President of the United States spreads hate and lies, and then he targets his political opponents when he openly calls for the death of sitting members of Congress, he is putting a literal target on our backs. The president should be committed to unity, not more division. She goes on to say, Quote, some folks have questioned why I need security. This is why. Every time I speak truth, stand up for my constituents, or call out corruption, the threats get louder and more dangerous. I will not be intimidated. I will not be silenced. I will continue to show up for the people of Texas' 30th Congressional District. But we cannot pretend that this is normal. When leaders promote hate, hate shows up sometimes right at our door. So Crockett's statement comes shortly after Donald Trump said nearly half a dozen Democratic lawmakers should be punished by death. He called it seditious behavior on social media in response to a video that encourages the military to follow the law. And by encouraging the military to follow the law, these Democrats reminded them that they have a duty, an obligation, not a choice, not an option, not a consideration, but a duty and obligation to refuse illegal orders. That's it. Sometimes people have to be reminded of the law, especially when you have a lawless individual in charge of the outfit. And because they were reminded of the law, the person who was lawless decided to threaten those elected representatives with death, giving you a clear indication to his, well, illegal stance. There's more. Some of those Democratic lawmakers would talk about the threats they've received since Trump's, well, threat. Here it is.
As you can imagine, we've gotten hundreds and hundreds, if not closer to 1,000, tough threats and messages, and had to get Capitol Police security. And, it's just it's like turning on a light switch. And, but I'm not gonna be dismayed or dissuaded from standing up for the Constitution just because he threatens us.
We are in uncharted waters. I mean, I never expected, after serving 25 years in the Navy, flying combat missions over Iraq and Kuwait, flying the space shuttle, that now I've got to worry about my personal safety and that of my wife, Gabby Giffords, who was already nearly assassinated because of something the president said.
Of course, I'm very worried about this office and my team and my family, but I think I'm just continually stunned by the fact that I'm worried about it is because the commander-in-chief, the president of the United States, has called for my death. And that's something that should just be chilling for everybody. And everybody should be worried about their safety in this nation when the president can wield that sort of a statement.
Yes, there is concern. But it seems you need to be reminded that you serve in a co-equal branch of government.
He does not care.
And if the executive branch decides to test their power, your response as a co-equal branch is to let them know that test will be met with the same vigor that it showed up with. So here we are. Donald Trump has called for the killing of politicians. Let's go back to the Supreme Court rule that basically said, without an impeachment, he can do whatever he chooses to do.
Yep.
What do you think he's doing? Now, at what point is impeachment back on the table in a serious way?
I have no idea, but I'm telling you, and I'm telling you now so you'll know. He does not give a shit. But I found actual clip. Let's see. One person telling her to leave, the other person telling her to get out the car. Goddamn shame. And on Trump's watch. On Trump's watch. But it doesn't stop there. And this is how white supremacy works.
It was an act of domestic terrorism. You asked about a shooting that we just had in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened, it was our ICE officers were out in an enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted quickly and defensively shot to protect himself and the people around him. And my understanding is that she was hit and is deceased. We're continuing to gather more information, but this goes to show the assaults that our ICE officers and our law enforcement are under every single day. These vehicle rammings are domestic acts of terrorism. We're working with the Department of Justice to prosecute them as such. We will continue to protect our ICE officers. You asked about a shooting that we just had in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
So wait, and as a black man living in this country, I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked, but this is unlawful. But you get this face. Everybody in the chat, in the sound of my voice, say these words: "Fuck Donald Trump." As a matter of fact, don't even say the words. Just put up the middle finger to Donald Trump. Put up the middle finger to Donald Trump in the chat. Now, like I said, this guy thinks he is above the law. And the only reason why I'm acting like this is because I'm not shamed. I'm not shamed. I'm not shocked. I seen it coming. I seen this coming a mile away. And if something does not happen sooner than later, it's going to get worse. It is going to get much, much worse. ICE murdered an American in broad daylight. A lot of people are saying, fuck ICE. A lot of people are saying, fuck ICE. A lot of people are frustrated. A lot of people are devastated. And a lot of people are leaving. You think, hold on. You think that Marjorie Taylor Greene and some other Trump supporter from the right jump ship? Just imagine the rest of the motherfuckers jumping ship. Just, you know what? Instead of me just going on a rant, because I could care less either way. It doesn't affect me as much. Although it is a damn shame, I'm just going to let your people, not mine, your people speak for me. I'm just going to let your people speak for me. And I hope you get a sense of something. I don't know. I don't know how you people feel. I think just because it's the internet, if it wasn't for the internet, a lot of these riots would start happening, and a lot of yous would get hurt. Oh yeah. The ER will be filling up real quick. But since we live in a world of AI and non-truths and rapists, it's just insane. It's insane. Killed her in broad daylight, and people just don't give a shit. They just don't care. They do not care. I lost some things along the way trying to rotate. Give me a second, but like, share, and subscribe. Oh, and if he goes NATO's, by the way, expect World War III. But you don't have to take my word for it. If he goes off on a tangent and he catches NATO's, something about Greenland or something like that. Why would you fuck with Greenland? I'm telling you, y'all some pathetic motherfuckers. But you got to put belt to ass. That's the only way white folks are ever gonna learn, is that you put belt to ass. That's the only way you're gonna learn. Let me see. Oh yeah. This is the only way you're gonna learn, people.
MAGA podcasters are publicly turning this. Okay, Donald Trump, you've lost touch with your fucking base. You've lost touch with reality of what people actually want to see, and the people around you are either not telling you the truth or you're fucking in on it. And if you're not in on it, I would appreciate for you and I to have a discussion so I can inform you about what these people really want. Okay, so this can go on Twitter, and you can have your people call me, and I will get my fucking happy ass on an airplane, and I'll sit down and enjoy a motherfucking Big Mac with you, and we will fucking get real clear about what people actually want, because the motherfuckers around you are either full of shit or you're in on it.
Yep.
And that's where people thing. Okay, I said on last show, you're going to go down as the president who had the opportunity to fix this country and chose not to. And you might say, oh, well, that doesn't really fucking matter. Well, you know what? It's going to matter, because your kids are going to get blackballed in America. Okay. Your legacy is going to be ruined. The Trump name will be a fucking joke. And I know you care about those things.
No.
And you should.
Former MAGA podcaster Candace Owens just went on Piers Morgan, and here's what she had to say about Donald Trump. Let's play this clip.
Are you done with Donald Trump, or could you see a way that you would end up perhaps voting for him? Oh, yeah, you can't run again, obviously, but would you support him publicly again?
So I want to be clear. I don't regret voting for Donald Trump above Kamala. I think he was the better candidate, certainly a better candidate above Joe Biden. But what I will say is that he's been a chronic disappointment. And I feel embarrassed that I told people to go vote for him because this wasn't going to happen and it is happening. But I just think that the picture of politics in America is going to look very differently because of his actions. So I don't know where we go from here. I really don't. But this is not the candidate that I voted for.
Then you had the former MAGA podcaster, Tim Dillon, who says the Trump regime is over. Trump is a lame duck. Bye-bye, Donald. Watch what MAGA or former MAGA podcaster Tim Dillon has to say. Here, play this clip right here.
Let's look at Trump here. And I do think, unfortunately, this kind of is the end of, I say unfortunately, not because I care, truly, but I say unfortunately because it seems to not be doing anything good for anyone. This is the end of the Trump administration. This is the beginning of the lame duck presidency. It's obvious to everyone, even his most ardent supporters show up to the.
Wait. Okay, Lisa, Barb, I love your snaps, but just hold off those snaps for a little bit. Let them come in. Let them come. Let them say what they're gonna say, because it takes belt to ass. Okay, they are taking belt to ass right now. I'd rather have them take a dick up the ass, but hey, that's what Trump's gonna do when he gets impeached. All right. Let me just leave it at that. But anyway, he's gonna take belt. Okay, but for real, seriously, okay, stop with the snapping for just a little bit, just let them in, because I want them to sink this in. I want them to really feel what's going on right now. I just want to let them feel it. I got you. Don't worry about it.
White House, like Laura Ingraham, she's kind of shocked on what the hell's going on. Now we'll start, 3 years of talking about the ballroom. He will trail off. He will get older. He's adorned the White House in gold. Epstein's going to suck the oxygen out of a lot of this. We're going to talk about that a little later on. Apparently AI, by the way, the only thing I'm sure of about AI, I'm not an expert, is that AI, as soon as we have robots running around this country, they'll all be pedophiles too. There's no one in power that will apparently just not be a pedophile. All these robots will be pedophile. 100% will deal with pedophile robots. Our first robot president will be a pedophile. I know that. It's the only thing I know. Our first AI robot president will absolutely be a pedophile.
You've got MAGA influencer and MAGA podcaster Christian Cooper, who voted for Donald Trump, explains why she is on a MAGA influencer unfollowing spree. And she's basically saying, if you're still MAGA right now, and she said, I'm someone who voted for Trump, she goes, if you're still on this MAGA bandwagon, there's something wrong with you. Watch what she has to say. Play this clip.
I just went on a MAGA influencer unfollow spree, and let me tell you why. The mental gymnastics required to stand by your man under these conditions truly, in my opinion, is Olympic level. And I have followed some of these people for years, admired their ability to speak out when the opinion was unpopular. But now I'm starting to think, okay, they were countering the system, but not countering the system, which is the reason why many of us voted for this administration in the first place. Here's some of my problems with this administration. The Epstein list, okay? Referring to the Epstein list as the Epstein hoax after running your entire campaign on that is a slap in the face to all of us. Do you think we are stupid? You cannot gaslight me enough into forgetting that this admin said they were going to release the Epstein list. Pam Bondi said it was on her desk, okay? We are still sending billions of dollars overseas to fund foreign wars, denying America's interest, right? We've got some problems here in the mainland. Approving PFA pesticides to be sprayed all over our fruit and vegetables. It's not limited to your fruit and vegetables. This is going into our soil. It's going to leak into our water supply. We are going to be drinking it. Forever chemicals are linked to hormone disruption, thyroid dysfunction, cancer. It's an atrocity when we're talking about making America healthy again. PFA pesticides is crazy. Debt normalization, 50-year mortgages, essentially saying your kids will never own anything ever. They will never own that little plot of land, the American dream. They're never going to own their own home. The fact that 90% of Black Friday purchases were made using a buy now, pay later like Klarna, that's also crazy. Surveillance expansion through Palantir. Think China during COVID. Yeah, that sounds extreme, doesn't it? That is how rapidly this administration is advancing AI. They're advancing it so quickly. They had to put out a statement to state governments saying, if you try to put regulations around AI, we're coming for you too. That is how much this federal government wants to advance AI and data centralization. So freaking scary. And then you can't ask anything about any of this. If you start asking questions, you were never really MAGA. You're not based, right? All this infighting is caused by Candace and Tucker. Y'all, please be so serious. Don't insult our intelligence like that, right? We might like Candace and Tucker, but they're not changing our opinions. They're just saying what a lot of us are thinking.
Now, amongst that MAGA alpha bro community, you have these people named Clav and others, and they're just saying, we'll vote Gavin Newsom over JD Vance. And they have their own bizarre language, Gavin Moggs JD Vance, and Gavin is a chat, is a giga.
Maggots. Hey, Lisa, could you pin my Cash App in the box here? Does any of you maggots wanna donate to my coffee fund? Does any of you maggots wanna anybody wanna donate it? Everybody else, y'all cool, y'all straight. Any of you maggots wanna donate to my coffee fund? Because I swear y'all getting cooked. Y'all are getting cooked. Y'all are getting cooked. Y'all are getting cooked. Shit, it won't be long now. It won't be long now till his white dumbass is in a box and they look at him and they say, oh, you like to have some sexual fantasies about your daughter, huh? Oh. A little late on that night. Click! Don't drop the soap! Don't drop the soap! He's still he gonna be in there. I am Trump and I can do whatever I want. You can't rape me. I'm Trump and I can do whatever I... Shut up. Oh, may not happen today. You know what? Keep it up long enough. He might have to resign. He just might have to resign after all this. After the threats, after the shooting, after the bombings, yeah, he's definitely gonna have to resign. Stealing money from smaller countries, yeah, he's definitely gonna resign. Then tack all those murders, all the unlawful things that he's done. the thing that happened at the pageant. Just tack all those things on the one. The foreign chicks that he had to pay off. Elijah, I don't want to. I think her name is what? Elijah James. I don't want to butcher the sister's name that he tried to indict not once but twice. I mean, and threatened Jasmine Crockett not once but twice. Eugene Carroll. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. Do y'all want to donate to my? Y'all want to donate to me? Y'all want to donate to me? Because one of yous might be incriminated, might get sent to prison for being insane, for supporting a guy like this. I don't want to hear about Biden. I don't want to hear about previous presidents. I don't want to hear about Obama. I don't want to hear about Bush. I don't want to hear about this guy, that guy. Everything is connected right here, right now. Trump is responsible. Trump is very responsible. Oh, you can't even blame it on Kamala Harris. You can't blame shit on Kamala Harris. You can't do it. It's irrefutable. So do you all want to donate? Somebody donate me $10. Somebody from the Trump from the maggot era from the maggots. Don't make me $20. Don't make me $20. Because you know I'm right. Can someone say impeach? Put in the chat. How many in the chat do you think he's going to be impeached after these seats get filled up and turn blue? How many of y'all think? How many of y'all think he's going to get impeached once these seats turn blue? How many?
Chad and JD Vance is like a beta. I don't know what these people are even saying, but here's a very popular streamer in this MAGA alpha circle named Clav, and here's what he has to say about why he's voting for Gavin Newsom over JD Vance. Here, play this clip.
Yeah, but I mean, like this next election cycle, who's going to win? It's going to be Gavin Newsom against JD Vance because JD Vance is subhuman and Gavin Newsom mugs.
Is JD Vance the subhuman?
Yeah.
What makes you say that?
He's got a very short total facial width to height ratio. He's obese, very recessed side profile, whereas Newsom is like 6'3" Chad.
So JD's very tall. JD's got to be.
Well, still, I mean,
6'3".
Gavin Newsom obviously mugs him to death.
Then you have all of these MAGA influencers turning against Ben Shapiro. Like here you have Andrew Schultz. Here's what he had to say about Shapiro. Play this clip.
Wait a minute. It's crazy. So wait, is the Daily Wire an American media platform or is it an Israeli media platform? I'm just asking.
This guy's cooking.
I'm just asking. If the rule is, I'm just saying, if the rule is you cannot be critical, because he has no problem being very critical.
He even looks like Hitler with that buzz haircut. He even looks like Hitler.
Both America. Yep. But you can't criticize Israel as a country. It's just another country, unless you were saying, and you were clearly admitting that the Daily Wire is an arm of the Israeli propaganda machine. Is that? Oof. Are you manipulating the religious right in America? Are you manipulating the right-wing conservatives in America and selling them country western movies and putting on your little cowboy hat and fake moving in Nashville so that you could take all their money and then in the process restricting free speech, one of the core tenets of the American identity? Ben. Oof. Benjamin. What is happening?
Here's what Steve Bannon had to say about Ben Shapiro. Play this clip.
Shapiro is like a cancer, and that cancer spreads. It's a cancer and it metastasizes. He tried to take over Breitbart and I ran him out of there. He tried to take over David Horowitz's, who was his neighbor. Don't ask me. Ask the guys associated with David Horowitz what he did there. He tried to take that over. And Mark my word, he will make a move on Turning Point because he's always been envious of Charlie Kirk.
Here is what this is what, let's take a listen to over this. Alex Jones, here's what he has to say about Ben Shapiro. Play this clip.
In fact, it needs to be put to Ben Shapiro, who is definitely in the pocket of Netanyahu. I think he is an intelligence asset. My opinion, how he operates, Levin. I believe they are officially Israeli spies. Okay? And I don't hate Israel in and of itself existing. I do hate people that act like they're Americans and act like they're loyal when everything they do flies in the face of that. And I believe from action and behavior that Mark Levin and Ben Shapiro are actual intelligence operatives, card carrying with Israeli intelligence agencies. I know the cut of their.
Now, here's what Ben Shapiro says about them. Here, play this. He calls them extremists. Here, play this clip.
He knew that Nick Fuentes is an evil troll and that building him up is an act of moral imbecility. And that is precisely what Tucker Carlson did. He built Nick Fuentes up. And he ought to take responsibility for that, just as he ought to take responsibility for glazing pornographer and alleged sex trafficker Andrew Tate, or for mainstreaming fake historian and pseudo-Nazi apologist Daryl Cooper as America's best and most honest popular historian. Hosts are indeed responsible for the guests they choose and the questions they ask those guests. Fourth, because we have a duty to truth, we also have a duty to provide you with evidence of the claims that we make. Emotive accusations, conspiracy theories, and just guessing questions, that's lazy and stupid and misleading. None of them are a substitute for truth. None of them are a substitute for evidence. So, when Candace Owens says, I don't know, but I know, that is retarded. And we are all more retarded for having heard it.
By the way, Ben Shapiro's been losing like 30,000 followers over the past 30 days, and Ben Shapiro's like done in the MAGA team. Then you have Megyn Kelly crashing out as she tells the MAGA influencers to go F themselves. This is Megyn Kelly telling
not this white bitch.
MAGA influencers to go F themselves. Here, play this clip right here.
To the hateful people whom I used to call friends, who have been all over the internet trying to shame me and say that no one should ever listen to this program again because I haven't spoken out on the Erica-Candace conflict. There's no, I don't have any pearls of wisdom other than go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourselves. You have no fucking clue what's going on. You don't know what I do behind the scenes. And your world is so myopically online, you fail to understand there are real humans involved here. And actually being able to touch grass and have relationships with them, which is something I'm doing, could prove to actually benefit all involved. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't at all, but it's at least got a shot. I'm not sure your Twitter shame game has gotten anything of value done.
Then you have Joe Rogan saying the following about Donald Trump's putting up these like ridiculous plaques on the White House. Here's what he says. Play this clip.
Did you see how I think it was, these days you don't know what has to be confirmed or not, but it looked like on the Kennedy Center, they started putting the name Trump on it.
Yeah, he added his name to it.
Yeah, it's crazy. And he took out the Kennedy Rose Garden. And you're like, what?
Oh,
just take it away. Now it's like a cement fucking
nutty.
plot.
There's nothing nuttier than the plaques underneath the president's
That's insane.
names.
That's insane.
Shane and I were just reading them the other day.
It's insane.
How is this real?
It doesn't feel real. And you're just like,
how are you allowed to do that? That's the thing. It's like, how is he allowed to write that
in the White House? You can just probably, as president, do what you want in the White House.
Turns out you obviously can.
Yeah.
But nobody ever did it before.
Those are going to get taken down.
No, they'll be up forever.
I don't think so.
They're going to leave it like that forever.
No fucking way.
Yeah, like a museum piece.
It's so crazy.
They should have like the Trump wing. This is what happened when he was president.
Look at this fucking lunatic.
The auto pen photo of Joe Biden
and the actual what's written there is crazy.
Crazy.
This is
it should
widely considered the worst president of all. Like, what are you talking about?
It should be like a museum.
Yeah.
It should be the facts of his presidency, what happened during his term. You know, the Iraq War started, and
Yeah.
It should be that.
Of course.
That's it. If that. You know?
And under Reagan, it's like Reagan liked Trump, and Trump liked him too.
Trump was a fan of Reagan. What?
Why is that relevant?
Reagan was a fan of Trump. What?
Guys,
nuts,
crazy.
But you can't just let someone just fucking fully swim in it like that.
I know.
So he needs like a right-hand man. You go, sir.
I think they just...
I understand the motive.
Well, then Rogan mocks Donald Trump for covering up the Epstein files. Let's play this clip right here. Let's play it.
The Epstein files.
I heard there's no files. I heard it's a hoax. And then all of a sudden he's going to release the files. Well, I thought there was no files.
Man.
He wants an investigation now.
Listen.
Like, what is going on?
They voted 427 to 1.
Who was the one?
Whoa, who's the one?
I didn't see why he said, but he did.
National security.
No fucking way you gonna be the one. No, if you found out all of Congress voted for something and you the only one that did, can you change your vote? You can't be the one, guy.
It should be. Voters before you do it.
Bro, I would love to hear his reason. How you the one?
Well, you know, I was feeling like, let's move past it and let's get on with our business. And
you can't move past it.
These billionaires are good people. Okay?
You can't move past it.
They're good, solid people.
You know, and then because MAGA has, you know, really spread this, this racism and this hate, and they've anointed people like Nick Fuentes, it's now backfiring on them, as even someone like Fuentes is like, the reason I'm voting for Gavin Newsom is that he's got a white family, and I'm not voting for J.D. Vance because J.D. Vance married an Indian woman. I mean, like, this is what's going on. I don't even want to play this clip. I'll just play a small portion of it because I want to give you insight into what's happening in the MAGA podcast world. Here, play this clip right here.
So this is Gavin Newsom, and we'll zoom in on it so you can get a better look. This is Gavin Newsom's family. Okay? Now, this is who the Republicans want you to think is literally the devil. Okay, this guy is Satan. This guy is evil. This guy is woke. He is a left-wing socialist Muslim. He's a radical Muslim socialist like Barack Obama. Right off the bat, we could just make some observations. You know, he's white. He's tall. He's handsome. His wife is also white. She's tall. She's good looking. His children, 4 of them, are beautiful, and they're all white with blue eyes and blonde hair. And they're in California. Or maybe this is Hawaii? I don't know. But they're in a beautiful state, our beautiful land, their beautiful blood, and our beautiful land in America. If only there was some way to combine those things. Their beautiful genetics, their genes. Weren't Republicans just talking about that? Beautiful genes. Look at these beautiful genes. Look at these beautiful genes on display. And look at our beautiful land. Look at the beautiful landscape, our beautiful soil. All for us. This beautiful virgin soil separated from the world.
That train is never late. That train is never late. You're talking about a whole white structural family. He has a white family. Fuck these niggers. Fuck these Mexicans. Fuck these Arabs. He's trying to say this is how it should be in the United States. That's what he's saying. But we're not shocked. We're not shocked that he's saying this. We're not shocked that the statistics do say at a certain point of time, 85% of America was white. 85%. versus 11% for Black folks who were enslaved, and 4% of Hispanics. But now it's spread like wildfire, and he can't stand people from Applebee's. He can't stand Black Applebee's. Or did he say Chili's? Did he say Chili's or Applebee's? I think he said Applebee's. His father said, "We need to go to a different restaurant because there's too many blacks here." Megan's crashing out.
By two oceans that we control, and those beautiful genes that conquered and tamed it. It's really a sight to behold. This is our enemy, they say. Now here's the other image. This is our fearless leader, the entity known as J.D. Vance. The entity known as J.D. Hamill, since the last operating system update, is now J.D. Vance. This is his family. Now let's make some observations here.
And then finally, you have Joe Rogan saying that he doesn't think that Donald Trump has given any evidence that the election was stolen. Here, play this clip.
The problem is when you ask Trump about it, like when I had him on the podcast, I'm like, you think they stole the 2020 election? Like, tell me what's the evidence? He didn't. Well, he might not have remembered. He might have just said, "Tell me what they did," and like had somebody work on it, and then they told him, and then he starts talking about it, but he didn't really go in depth about it. I don't know, but he didn't have a satisfactory answer. No, he didn't.
So that should give you some insight into what is going on in the MAGA podcast world. Let me know what you think, and subscribe. Let's get to 6 million here. Thanks for watching.
I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked. It is entertaining. It's funny. It's funny and it's entertaining. But sometimes you got to go back to reality. And you hate going back to reality. Here's my question. Why would you threaten somebody who's threateningless?
And to the Republicans, you're foolish if you think he's only turning on Democrats. He just called your beloved leader, Marjorie Taylor Greene, a traitor.
Because she talked about his Epstein. You don't think he's coming for you? There's more. Response from Republicans. So White House press secretary, obviously they are tying themselves in knots at the White House, trying to spin this. And House Speaker Mike Johnson, defended Trump's comments and focused on what the Democrats in the video said. That's the real offense. Levitt said lawmakers should be, quote, held accountable for encouraging service members to, quote, defy the chain of command. Not what they said. Not what they said. Quote, what I'm saying, what I will say unequivocally, is that was a wildly inappropriate thing for so-called leaders in Congress to do, to encourage young troops to disobey orders, Johnson said. Professional anglers. All right, that's all. They see the truth. They figure out how to angle it back to you and distort it. Professional anglers. They duck, dodge, deny, deflect anything that's true, real, authentic, and genuine. So understand what's really happening. Understand what's really happening.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a position now where Donald Trump has committed multiple impeachable offenses. We're not talking about anything that will have ambiguity. As a matter of fact, it would be hard pressed for the presiding judge that would be the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, to look at a statement that calls for the killing of other politicians and not have his own conscience shocked. All right. Senator, is there a reason why Democrats and possibly the handful of Republicans that would support them, why do we not see a serious effort for impeachment, at least now?
Before he gets to that, I got to get to this. Breaking news. Well, technically, this is not breaking news. Technically.
China expresses grave concern over the U.S. forcibly detaining President Maduro and his wife and transferring them out of the country. The U.S. actions clearly violate international law and basic norms of international relations, as well as the purposes and principles of the UN Charter. China calls on the U.S. to ensure the safety of President Maduro and his wife, immediately release them, cease subverting the Venezuelan government, and resolve the issue through dialogue and negotiations. China supports the UN Security Council in convening an emergency meeting on the U.S. military strike against Venezuela and supports the Council in fulfilling its due role in accordance with its responsibilities. China stands ready to work with the international community to resolutely uphold the UN Charter, adhere to the bottom line of international morality, and safeguard international fairness and justice. China is closely monitoring the security situation in Venezuela. At present, there are no reports of Chinese personnel in Venezuela being affected by the U.S. airstrikes. Mr. Qiu Xiaoqi is the Chinese government's special representative for Latin American affairs, and visiting Latin American countries is part of his duties. China has always maintained good communication and cooperation with the Venezuelan government. China respects Venezuela's sovereignty and independence and believes the Venezuelan government will properly handle its internal affairs in accordance with its constitution and laws. Regarding the second question, China-Venezuela cooperation is cooperation between sovereign states, protected by international law and the laws of both countries. Regardless of changes in Venezuela's political situation, China's willingness to deepen practical cooperation in all fields between the two countries will not change, and China's legitimate interests in Venezuela will be protected according to law.
I don't want to say that if, and I'm saying this is a big if he fucks with another country such as Greenland, yeah, it's a possibility we might be going to war. It's a possibility we might be going to war. Why is he fucking with Greenland anyway? Can anybody answer me that question? Why is he fucking with Greenland? As a matter of fact, there's four other countries that he said he was going to annihilate. Why is that? I thought he got what he wanted out of Venezuela, which was oil. What does he want in Venezuela? Or what did he want in Greenland? I'm not getting it. National security, unless national security? Unless you want to learn Russian instead. I am so. See, this is Lisa. This is your fault. Because now I don't know. I don't know anything about Greenland. I didn't know Greenland existed. And that's like Ice Town. That is such a small city. Such a small city. But I gotta learn more. I don't want to, but I got to. And this is your fault. Your fault. But let me get back to what I need to get back to. Your boy is in trouble. Your boy is in trouble.
Not accurate. What the White House said today actually indicated it might be, but we're going to have to see.
Going back to the duty matter, are you considering any legal action for the threats of being court-martialed or any of the tweets or threats of investigations?
You mean like me suing Donald Trump for what he said? I think what he said about us is dangerous. It's ridiculous. It is a violation of our constitutional rights as Americans and our rights as senators to do our job, and he's trying to intimidate us. But I have not considered that, not at this point. Yeah.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you, Senator, do you see this as fundamentally First Amendment issue for you that you want to highlight against the president who tried to silence you? And how do you see the whole process playing out?
Well, again, this isn't really about me. And that's why I think people are kind of got this a little bit off here. It's not about me. It's not about the other 5 members in the video. It's not about Alyssa Slotkin, Chris DeLuzio, Chrissy Houlihan, Jason Crow, Maggie Goodlander. It's not about us. This is about a president who doesn't want anybody to say anything that he does not like. I don't think he understands the Constitution. I'm serious about this.
I don't think he cares.
He's ignorant to the Constitution and the rule of law. And he just wants to silence us, and it starts with us. And that's one of the reasons people say, well, why wouldn't you just back off? Because this isn't about me. This is about what he will do next. Who's he going to next? Which service member? Which government employee? Which citizen who decides to say something that this president doesn't like, and then he goes after them, in my case with the Secretary of Defense? Who knows what's next? With the Attorney General? I mean, this DOJ has been just, attacking people for all kinds of stuff. And what's next? Our First Amendment rights? Ain't happening.
Bill Robertson, the Washington Post. Can you tell us anything more about the FBI's involvement in the sort of interview with the other lawmakers that were in the scheduled interview with them?
We haven't heard all that much. We got notified. I think the better question is, what is their motivation? Like, did this come from the FBI? Do you guys think the FBI, they went into their meeting that morning and said, of all the stuff that's going on in the country right now, we got to get right on top of this. These guys said something the president didn't like, and now we've got to do something about it. Or do you think it's possible but the president told his FBI director to tell the FBI agents to reach out to these guys? So I think this is a good question for you. All of you in here should be asking the FBI those questions. I don't have the answers to them. Yeah.
Can you tell us anything more about the Senate Armed Services Committee's inquiry into the September 2nd strike, the nature of the request for information submitted, what information has been sent back from DOD so far in your conversations with the chairman?
Well, we had a brief on the first 3 strikes, and I have said this, before 10 days ago, that the other tying themselves in knots trying to explain why this entire operation is legal. And I imagine eventually, I hope you have an opportunity to see the legal argument that they made to do this. It's important for the American people to see it.
ICE-related shooting.
We have
This
to
now the first time that we're really hearing some more details from law enforcement.
Yeah, we know that the call was made maybe about 10 o'clock this morning, so just about 3 hours or so ago. In that press conference, we did get some more information about this woman who was, we know, at this point, shot and killed by ICE agents. We have learned that she is a 37-year-old white woman. She appeared to be in the vehicle alone, is what the police chief said. But the spouse has made it to the hospital. But we probably should take you back just a little bit about just some of the chain of events that have happened now that we have some of that information confirmed.
And interestingly, we really still haven't learned what the initial call was, why ICE was there in the first place, who they may have been looking for. But we know that while ICE agents were there, according to Mayor Fry, there were about a dozen or so plus agents there. So just a warning to those who may not want to see this. You can see the vehicle there. That's law enforcement pulling up in the pickup.
And it is the Honda Pilot that we should be focused on here. It's about a purplish, reddish color here. So let's
see
take a
that
look.
agent walking up. And then there's another agent. I don't know if you can see that one right there.
Three agents involved. One was kind of closer to the front of the vehicle. The other kind of pulled on that driver's side door handle.
Yeah. We don't know what's being said. We don't know really anything else about this woman, other than we know that she was not the target of the initial investigation. That was confirmed by the police chief. But there are some other angles of this as well that are being looked at. So that's kind of one pass of the video. And again, right. Okay, thanks for letting us know. Sorry. So there is some audio to this, and if you go online, you can see. So now you can see the vehicle is crashed, and according to law enforcement here in the Twin Cities, that woman was shot, and then the vehicle drove into the snow there, as you can see. So this is kind of the aftermath right now. This video is turning through. We want to just show you what's happening. We didn't have a lot.
You still follow Trump, you're insane. That's all I got to say about that. Why would you follow somebody who is literally losing his mind? And I'm being so dead serious about this. Forget what you think about the left. Forget what you think about the left. What if that was you? What if that was you? What is stopping him from making a decision that will cost you your life or thousands and thousands of lives over here in the United States of America while he's all bunkered up? And y'all sitting here in the chat acting like stupid doesn't smack you in the forehead. I mean, literally, stupid is literally smacking you in the forehead. Like, you think money will subside and subdue any and everything. I'm here to tell you you're wrong. The money that he's getting is not going into your bank account. I'm so sorry. It's not going into your fucking bank account. So you could just skip that shit. He's not going to give you $6,000. He's not going to give you $5,000. He's not going to give you $3,000. He's not going to give you $2,000. He's not going to give you $600. Because all that shit that he got from Venezuela is going into his pockets. His pockets, not yours. And what's from stopping him from destroying your family? What's from stopping him? But like I said, you got to put boot to ass. You have to put boot to ass. He's a billionaire. What that mean? He's a billionaire that cares about himself and his family. You are a low-class citizen. Yeah, I said it. You are a low-life class citizen. According to him. You are scum. If he really wanted to do something for you, he would have done it day one. He would have lowered cost prices of clothes, food, rent. He would have done something that he would have done the American dream type of a way. According to Marjorie Taylor Greene, this is not the American way. And I don't even like that woman. I don't trust that woman. But yet I will give credit where credit is due. This is not the normal way. But you people don't care. But so just to show you, me see. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He already upped the prices of the premiums when it comes to medicated Medicare, because he believes that illegal immigrants. He's always talking about illegal immigrants illegal immigrants that, and he is a prodigy of an illegal immigrant. He is the grandson of an illegal immigrant and the great grandson of an illegal immigrant. This is your boy Trump. Need I say again? He is getting rid of immigrants, but at the same time floating in here South Africans along with people from Asians from a different country. 2,000 Asians, 2,000 South Africans, and he's a prodigy of a grandparent and a great-grandparent who were both, mother and father were both immigrants. Illegal. They weren't legal. They were illegal. Boy, y'all in trouble. But you got to say, yeah, Obama, he's not from this country. He wasn't born in this country. He was born in Hawaii, which is the 51st state, you stupid ass. It's considered the 51st state. So therefore he was born in America. Okay. I'm not fucking with y'all. I am not fucking with. Oh, really? This is what you do? This is what you do? This is America? This is America, motherfuckers? Whoa. Someone else! Is this what you do? Obviously, this. Okay. What? This is America. You got your thinking up. Damn. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. Nevertheless, he was born in Hawaii. He wasn't born in Chicago. He was born in Hawaii. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. This is what you do? This is America, huh? I hope I don't hope anything. But this is what you do. This is what you do. This could be your mom, your dad, your sister, brother. This is you. And I hope belt. I hope somebody puts belt to your ass. I hope they do. I hope they do. And when they do not come crying. Live with the pain, live with the shock, live with the anger. Because when Donald Trump falls, and he will fall, I want you to laugh. Laugh it off. When they shoot your mama in the fucking head, I want you to laugh. I want you to laugh. When they pop your mama, if they pop your sister, if they pop your siblings, if they pop any of your family members in the fucking head, I want you to look at them. I want you to laugh. I want you to just laugh. Because you don't deserve happiness. You deserve whatever you fucking get. Each and every single one of you who support this piece of shit, you get whatever you deserve. Straight up. You get whatever you fucking deserve. Because this is unnecessary. This lady did absolutely nothing wrong. Nothing. Nothing you say, nothing you do can justify how this lady got popped 7 times for fleeing a scene, which one of them told her to do, but the other one was like, "Oh, get out the car." I hope to the heavens that you get your just due, and you will. And you will. All you Trump supporters, y'all gonna get your just due. You're gonna get your just due. I hope you do. I really hope you do. We-On-Loc Nation said it. We-On-Loc Nation, whether I get 140 or not, it doesn't matter. All of you got a special place in hell. All of you do got a special place in hell. Because you are an advocate for raping. You're an advocate of assaulting. You're an advocate of manipulating. You're an advocate of stealing, famine across the entire nation. And when the handcuffs get slapped on Trump, laugh. Laugh. I want you to laugh. I don't want you to cry. I don't give a fuck about your tears. Fuck your tears. Fuck. I want you to cry your asses off. Just cry. Cry like little baby back bitches. This is unnecessary. And he did it on American soil. What the shit he's done in the past was illegal. And the shit that they're doing right now, it should be magnified 10 times over. Should just be magnified 10 times over. Look at these people. Look.
How about that? Hey, you guys better move on, man. Look at this motherfucker. 8-4. What kind of name is that? Alcohol 4? What's your initial? Your hair? He ain't over there. Why would I answer you? Why would I not be a citizen of this country, man? Are you a citizen? Why are you getting close? I can hear you. You can stand there. How come she got a GoPro and you got your a police issued body cam? What's going on with you guys? Why do I have it? What kind of shit is this? Dude, listen. I'm here working. You're working too, right? So go. It says U.S. Border Patrol. This is not the border. Go to the Canada border or the Mexico border. I'm working, dude. If you were from this country, you know, what do you mean? What do you mean if I'm from this country? I can hear you don't have the same accent as me. That's why I'm. Oh, so you're going by accents now? I want to know. Is that what it is? Where were you born? Is that accents? Have you heard the Israeli accent? Have you heard the European accent? You just proved garbage. My point. You're a it's retarded. You just proved my point. You go by accents. You just proved other countries. You guys want to argue? I got time. I got time today. You're not arguing. You're proving my point. Today, man. Thank you, sir. You guys do whatever you want to do. Where's your ID, sir? I'm not going to show you. I don't have to show you anything. If a police officer comes here, I'll comply with it. But U.S. Border Patrol, I don't even know if you're a real police officer. Where's your ID? But you just said it. Where's your ID? You just said it. And I'm not going to go by C20. That's a periodic chemical. That's a periodic element. C20? What are you, carbon 20?
That's not even necessary. All because you want to turn back the hands of time. You want to turn back the hands of time to Jim Crow. Jim Crow segregation. Dred Scott. Fucking Willie Lynch. Which you Willie Lynched the hell out of that lady. You did. You Willie Lynched the fuck out of that lady. I hope they sue you for all that you got. I hope they sue you. They're gonna sue Trump. Tomorrow is woo. This is fucking crazy.
I have just viewed the clip of the event which took place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is a horrible thing to watch. The woman screaming was obviously a professional agitator, and the woman driving the car was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting. No, the fuck she wasn't. Who then violently, willfully, and viciously ran over the ICE officer who seems to have shot her in self-defense. What the fuck? Based on the is this motherfucker?
This is the response. This is the response from Trump. This is the response. You know he little tweet his big ass fucking fingers off. This is the response from Trump.
Are you serious? This is what Donald Trump decided to post on Truth Social. I have just viewed the clip of the event which took place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is a horrible thing to watch. The woman screaming was obviously a professional agitator, and the woman driving the car was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting. No, the fuck she wasn't. Who then violently, willfully, and viciously ran over the ICE officer who seems to have shot her in self-defense. What the fuck? Based on the attached clip, it is hard to believe he is alive. You mean the motherfucker that walked down the street and disappeared after the incident? But then the motherfucker has the audacity to say that the reason these incidents are happening is because the radical left is threatening, assaulting, and targeting our law enforcement officers and ICE agents on a daily basis. What the fuck are you talking about? The only motherfuckers assaulting anybody are ICE agents that are assaulting literal U.S. citizens. Do you fucking realize that the woman that was shot and killed by a motherfucking ICE agent was a U.S. citizen? Her wife had to witness her partner being taken away from her when obviously all the woman was trying to fucking do was drive away. You could see from multiple fucking angles. I don't know this motherfucking delusional motherfucker saw, but it's definitely not what the fuck they're reporting on.
And what's crazy is white folks. This is a white on white crime. This is a white on white crime. Imagine that. I wouldn't imagine get together. all these people gonna get together. Woo! It's gonna be one hell of a day for Trump. It's gonna be one hell of a day.
Terrorism. Not the officer that shot the lady that was trying to get away. They call the lady domestic terrorism. This is insane. Okay? Listen, Republicans, if you're just going to defend this shooting on its merits, you start jumping to domestic terrorism. This is insane. You look ridiculous. And let me also say, without making a judgment call on whether this officer had a fear for his life or not, that will be determined, although it very much looks like she's driving away from him. But I'll leave that for another discussion, because here's the point. The whole reason you have sent 1,000 officers into Minneapolis, and you claim it's because, there's just that they're not doing anything. No, it's because the Somali immigrant community has been on the news. You're using it as a straw man to attack Walls and to attack the Jacob Fry, the mayor of Minneapolis. Maybe you don't like him. Fine. But you sent 1,000 law enforcement officers in there to stir up trouble. You didn't need a surge because there magically was a new problem that didn't exist 3 months ago. You sent them in there because you want to own the left. Because you, Kristi Noem, want to go on Fox News and look cool and wear your windbreaker and your blah, blah, blah. You'd be chewing dip if you did. All this stuff for show. You stir it up because you want to own the libs, and there was a shooting today, and it's your fault.
Yep.
Anyway, stop with the domestic terrorism crap. You can argue whether or not this officer had a right to shoot, but the fact is he never should have.
White on white crime. White on white crime. See, I don't have to say much. I don't have to, because it's tragedy, y'all. But it could hit us at any moment, just like it hit people from Nigeria. And if serves me correctly, people from Burkina Faso. This is the dumb part coming from you stupid assholes. Democrats had nothing, absolutely nothing to do with this. They're not the ones in power. Republicans are the ones in power. They own the Senate, they own the courts, they own the Senate, they own everything. They own the Supreme Courts, they own the judges, they own everything. I love it. I love it when people just go back into the past and see this. No, we done with that shit. We are done with that shit. Remember when Obama did? I didn't know Obama was in office. Is Obama in office? But Joe Biden, is Joe Biden in office? But why are we talking about him then? Why? Why are we talking about him? Here's another one of your predecessors.
I want to show you something. We can go frame by frame on this one. Keep an eye on this guy, the cold-blooded murderer, who's no doubt going to claim that he was afraid that his life was in danger or whatever. For someone who's going to no doubt claim that, he sure doesn't seem to be in any hurry to move out of the way. See, here you can see that instead of moving out of the way, he actually decides to draw his weapon and actually plant himself more firmly. In fact, he's leaning over the hood of the car right now on purpose. If you go frame by frame, you can see his feet are actually beside the vehicle at this point. And there is the first time he pulls the trigger, when, again, both of his feet show that he has fully cleared under that vehicle. And then the next two shots happen here and then here, both of which where he's very clearly having to aim through the driver's side window and actually appears to be running after the vehicle to catch up to it. This, by the way, after very clearly signaling to the ICE officers to pass by her on that street, which she was very clearly not blocking nor obstructing, because moments earlier when she first started to pull out, another vehicle started pulling out similarly and crossed in front of her. So she was telling the next one to go on ahead, not posing a threat, not obstructing nor impeding anything. Would you look at that?
Ooh. She should be my defense attorney. Anyway, yeah, she did it. They did this shit on purpose.
The question's never asked how much does it cost when they're in the Mediterranean or the Red Sea or the Indian Ocean or the Pacific. But now that they're in our hemisphere, on a counter cartel mission or ensuring that an indicted individual comes to justice, now you're asking the question of cost. It's a disingenuous question to begin with.
Damn, they crashing out. The Trump administration is crashing out.
Radically, very dangerous to the public.
For operations, you can be arrested under 18 USC 111. We will arrest you. You have been interfering with our operations.
You were following us yesterday.
Numerous times.
Watch what you're doing, dude.
Numerous times you've been interfering with our operations.
Not interfering.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
If you continue, you will be in handcuffs. You will be arrested. You will be prosecuted.
US Code 111. Get that through your head, dude.
That's a lot of numbers you just remembered. Yeah. Good job. I'm not breaking the law and you fucking know it.
Yes, you are.
Not breaking the law and you fucking know it. Never got in front of everyone, never.
One more time and I will put you in handcuffs. Bro. One more time. Bro. Keep it up.
Step the fuck up.
No, I'll stand right here, pal. Right here all day.
I fucking touch you, then you're gonna fucking arrest me.
Right all day.
Yeah, fuck you.
You're worthless.
Fuck you.
Worthless.
Fuck you.
You are.
Fuck you.
Yeah, go on.
Hold your fucking dogs back. Go. Hold your fucking.
You know, ICE agents can get arrested, right? ICE agents can get arrested. You do know that, right? Hey, you know what? I'm on X in these clips. Remove him. ICE agents are murderers. Remove him. He is unfit to be president. Blah 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 blah. Hey, I'm just gonna say, I'll be as bold as to say, this ain't my fight. This is y'all's. Because y'all put him in office, not me. I didn't put him in office. Y'all were bold enough, especially whoever. Y'all were bold enough to put him in there because you were expecting something. The only thing that he has ever done was become what many would require him to be, a warlike person, which he knows shit about war. He don't know a goddamn thing about war. Nothing. He just knows how to start shit. Because we got the number one defense. We got the number one defense in the United States of America. Nobody can fuck with us. Well, guess what? There's a time and a place for everything. And if you fuck with the right one, you gon' get fucked up. You think just because we haven't started shitting over since World War II? You think just because there was no shit started since World War II? Doesn't mean shit can start now? Look how we're all divided. I thought we were bad. Look at how the whites are divided now. The whites are clearly divided. And then all of a sudden we're going to... And China can sniff this. That's why I'm saying, people are saying, and I believe when they say it, in 2050, we will be the minority in America. And in 2050, we will be replaced. Not just blacks, but some of you whites too will be replaced in 2050. And China would have been taken over because y'all can't seem to grasp it up here. Y'all can't seem to grab shit up here. China is years ahead versus how the United States is just trying to catch up. Mock my words. Mock my motherfucking words. Somebody's gonna pay. Yeah, we got we got weapons of mass destruction, but guess what? So does China. Guess what? So does Putin. So fuck with them if you want. Fuck, I seen all this. Fuck, guys. Blah, 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 blah. Damn. All that for what? All that shit for what?
Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bullshit. This was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying, getting killed. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis.
Ooh.
We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite. People are being hurt. Families are being ripped apart. Long-term Minneapolis residents that have contributed so greatly to our city, to our culture, to our economy are being terrorized, and now somebody is dead. That's on you. And it's also on you to leave.
You know why people are leaving? Because people can't stand the truth. People can't stand the truth. And the truth shall set you free. The truth is this: y'all become communists. This is a communist country now. When you hear people like Nick Fuentes and others talking about, this is how it should be. It's like we shouldn't be, that blacks should get locked up. No. We get it. We get it. It'll be in your best interest to give us what we need. Just give us what we want. And that's our reparations, 40 acres and a mule. Straight up. But we're just going to sit back and watch y'all kill each other. Just like Charlie Kirk got killed. Oops. And by the way, this is the man who did it. This is the man who popped the innocent young lady in the truck. This is your man's. This is your man's. That's your man's. That's your fucking man. I'm getting this little boy. Little piggy. Sit in the fucking corner somewhere. Little piggy, go sit in the fucking corner somewhere. Oink, oink. Goodbye. Lisa, Barb, all the snipers, do your worst. Do your
The
worst.
shooting in Minneapolis, it involved ICE agents and a retarded white liberal who tried to run over ICE agents with her damn vehicle. That is the story. It is on video. And I don't care who you are. I don't care what you think. I don't care about your stupid opinion. Opinions like an asshole. Everybody's got one, and I don't want to hear yours. The ICE agent did exactly what he needed to do. I voted for this. You tried to run him over. That is attempted murder, bitch. What the fuck were you doing out there?
Hey, black folks. This is where we say this lady's license has been revoked. This lady's license, I want you to revoke her license. Revoke her ghetto license immediately.
So before the crank far left, Sodom and Gomorrah horror media has a chance to poison the minds of society. There was a shooting in Minneapolis. It involved ICE agents and a retarded white liberal who tried to run over ICE agents with her damn vehicle. That is the story. It is on video, and I don't care who you are. I don't care what you think. I don't care about your stupid opinion. Opinions like an asshole. Everybody's got one, and I don't want to hear yours. The ICE agent did exactly what he needed to do. I voted for this. You tried to run him over. That is attempted murder, bitch. What the fuck were you doing out there? None of this is any business of you white liberals, but you just cannot help yourself, can you? And you dumb, dark-skinned, melanated individuals who happen to be out there with these dumb white liberals shit on you too, because most of you are not FBAs. You're Somali. Y'all going home. You are causing too much trouble. You are more trouble than you ever were worth. You are not welcome here, and you need to go home. You are not a part of society that benefits us. You're a liability. Far left and the Democrats and all the whining, virtue signaling, beasts of burden are going to whine, bitch, and complain. Oh, he shot a woman. He shot her. Shouldn't it? Yeah, well, you know what? When ICE agents have tried to be nice to you, they have tried to the pepper spray, the tear gas, pushing you away a little bit, and then you fall out on the ground and pretend you got hurt and nothing is wrong with you except you're retarded. And there's no options left. When you get in your vehicle and you use your try to run over a human being, I don't care what your political views are. I don't care if you have Trump derangement syndrome and an acute case of desperate X syndrome, as I call it. You crossed the line. And now all bets are off, gloves are off, and you are subject to retaliation. Why are y'all nosy Democrats out there? It's freezing cold in Minnesota. Go take your monkey ass in the house. It's got nothing to do with you. It's none of your damn business. Ain't nobody call you to be involved in what is going on. Okay? ICE agents continue to do what you do. DHS, Kristi Noem, I want 100,000 ICE agents. They sent 2,000 DHS agents, ICE agents, DHS, and other federal partners to Minneapolis. Oh, gee, I can't imagine why. Could it be because y'all Somali pirates have stolen hundreds of billions of dollars of taxpayer money? Bitch, I can't go in Walmart and steal $50 blanket. You know what's going to happen? They're going to call the fucking cops. But don't think because you're Muslim, because you're Somali, that all of the crimes that you committed are supposed to be excused. And continue to give more federal money so you can keep committing crimes and stealing a guide dog. It must be nice to be that stupid. It must be nice. But then again, y'all are Somali inbreds, screwing around with your brothers and your cousins and your first and twice removed. So, you're heads and deformities that no other ethnicity or culture seems to have. Your IQ is less than 70 overall. You're dumb. You're all being used by the Democrats because you pop out babies like you in a damn hot dog factory. Boop, boop, baby, boop, 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 baby, boop, boop, boop. And we've been paying for all of it. The gravy train is over. No more stealing American taxpayer money. Taxpayers suffer. You kiss my ass, you're all going home. Y'all getting the fuck up out of here. If we gotta raise GoFundMe and go fund everybody and fund America and whatever to get y'all asses out of here, we will make sure to get it done. It'll be the biggest fundraising operation in the history of the American country. Somalis, you need to go. ICE, keep doing what you're doing. And Democrats, stay away from things. And you won't get fucking psycho ass white liberals.
All right. Anybody who anybody who wants to volunteer to hang this woman by her weave, please do so in a timely fashion, because she didn't make not one bit of lick of sense. I mean, that weave was flowing, wasn't it? I'm sick of tap dancing boys outside of the what? But that you know why? Because again, I can't expect something. And of course, people weren't even paying attention to him back then. And of course, they feel like loners and they start hanging out with white folks too much. And so what happens? And so here's the thing. Like I said, to form their opinions don't mean anything. As a matter of fact, you just sound just like a white person, and they're literally just getting kicked to the curb, and they start hanging out with, the Anton Daniels of the world, the Tommy Sotomayors of the world, and the blah, 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 blah. And they think that they're worth something now. And then Donald Trump comes along and said, I have a package here, which he copied off Ice Cube, by the way. I have a package here that'll make all you blacks rich. What have you got to lose? What have you got to lose? Your communities are poor, they're trash, and you're making babies out of wedlock and blah, 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 blah. So you sign on. And years later, after he was impeached, not once, but twice. I'm sorry, he was impeached once. And now that he's back, he's going to get impeached again. But before then, you were expecting something. You were expecting, which you're not going to get, because we're ultimately, we're going to get there. Where are you going to get the money from? Where are you going to get the money from to get that check? He's going to use that $2.8 billion for that oil in Venezuela. That shit's going in his pockets, bruh. Along with his elitists who put him in office in the first place. You're not getting a lick. You're not getting a dime of that money. Not a dime. Not even the U.S. Army or whoever he promised to pay $1,700 for whatever purposes that they're supposed to get paid anyway. But either way, how much he promised, however much he promised to do his first term. The first after inauguration, basically after inauguration, he was supposed to turn this country upside down. Well, he turned the country upside down, all right. Wars. He is the definition of Antichrist, even though he is not the one that I'm searching for. I don't even consider him the Antichrist. I literally don't. Look at this bullshit. Look at this. Look at this bullshit.
Get out of the way. Get out. Move. Get out of the way. Get out. Chris, get out the way. Get out the way of the truck. Move.
So each and every single one of you who supports Trump, that's what's going to happen to you. And I'm going to smile and I'm going to laugh my ass off. As a matter of fact, I might just grab some popcorn. I might grab some popcorn and some pop, you know, grab a slice of pizza and just watch this movie. Because I bet you those people are Trump supporters. Those people who are really getting sprayed with pepper spray really don't know. But that video you just saw, I bet you some of those are Trump supporters. When are y'all going to learn? When are you going to learn? When are you going to learn? You need belt to ass. I don't know what the hell happened. But bottom line, some of you people really need to start opening your eyes a little bit. And if you don't want to open your eyes to the truth, that's fine. Be delusional. Be delusional that everyone is against you, that everybody just, if they're not for your rule, they're against it. Knock yourselves out. Knock yourselves all the way out. Just letting you know, when Trump turns on you, laugh. When he does the exact same thing that he did to that lady, laugh. When he does the exact same thing to your family members, what he did to that lady, I want you to laugh. I don't want you to cry. I don't want you to feel sorrowful. I want you to literally laugh your asses off. Be like the Joker. Be like the Joker. Because I guarantee you, this is not going to be the first. This is not the first, and it's definitely not going to be the last. This is literally what that guy in that video said. This is literally Nazi Germany over again. This is literally Nazi Germany all over again. I'm not shocked. I seen this coming. I foreseen this. I was literally had fell asleep and I had foreseen this coming. I foreseen it. I literally foreseen it. And then you want to, on top of that, threaten Jasmine Crockett in the process.
I'm a physician.
I understand. We got EMS coming. I get it. Just give us a second. We have medics on scene. We have our own medics.
Where are they? Where are they? How can I relax? You just killed my fucking neighbor. You caught butter in the fucking face. You killed my fucking neighbor. How do you show up to work every day? How the fuck do you do this every day? You're killing my neighbors. You're stealing my neighbors. What the fuck, man?
Can I go check a pulse?
No! Back up! Now!
I'm a physician.
Hey, listen, I understand. We got...
Until you white folks who are against this here, you will undo what you have did and get Trump out of office. He's already in trouble with Congress. Already in trouble with Congress. So if you don't want this to happen anymore, you will undo what you have done. I don't know what else to tell you. I do not know what else to tell you. But think about it. Just think about it. Just think about it. Because like I said, it could be one of your family members, but none of you give a shit. None of you give a fuck. None of you give a fuck. He's just going to keep doing. He's going to keep doing whatever he wants to do.
Just give us a second.
And even the ICE people are so confused or whatever. It's like, I just want to get the fuck out of here. Oh, it's too late.
Y'all can go ahead and unclutch those pearls because you are not the victims and you are definitely not innocent in this. For months, y'all have been out here objectifying, brutalizing, and degrading these ICE agents. You've been calling them Nazis. You've been calling them animals. You've been calling them murderers. Y'all are the ones that have been out here saying that these people need to lose their lives, that violence against them is justified. You didn't discourage it. You didn't try to walk it back. You amplified it. Y'all have been the ones out here indoctrinating all these people, telling them that these men don't deserve to breathe. So y'all don't get to sit there and act surprised when chaos actually shows up. When a woman uses her vehicle as a weapon, and then a man reacts out of fear that you created, because for months, all he's heard is people like him should be hunted down and killed. Now all of y'all are out here acting like, oh my God, how could this happen? Hear me clearly when I say this. Fuck you! This just didn't fall out of the sky. This just didn't come out of nowhere. This is what cause and effect looks like. You don't get to sit out here and scream death to them for months, then cry victim when somebody believes you. You don't get to sit here and weaponize mobs, excuse violence, and reward extremists, and wash your hands when reality punches back. Y'all have been the ones out here teaching these people that violence is acceptable. You've been the ones that normalize it. You've been the ones that have been cheering it on. And now that it's ugly, now that it's undeniable, you want sympathy? Hell no. You don't get to light the match and pour the gasoline and dance around the fire and then cry when the flames spread. This is your rhetoric and this is your responsibility. And that woman's blood is on y'all's hands.
So this is where the division is real. This is where the division is surreal. He said that woman looks violent. Maybe, but
anyone who protests or interferes with ICE and my fellow Americans, it is with overwhelming enthusiasm that I am declaring that anyone who protests or interferes with ICE and their operations is officially gay, big time. With that being said, go ahead and call your dads, tell them about your alternative lifestyle as a gay communist, and then who knows, maybe eat a lollipop. I don't know what flamers do with their time, but I'd imagine it's something along those lines. Maybe decorate a bathroom, who knows? In either case, this is who you are now, and everybody knows it. Cat's out of the bag. Cat is out of the bag. My fellow Americans, it is with over...
That's AI. That's fucking AI. So they're out there spraying everybody and getting people sick. So this is Nazi land. And like I said, there are whites from the left and there are whites from the right. And they are completely separate from each other. And some of the whites that are from the right are saying, fuck this. We're done with Trump. Trump is not America first, which he said is America first. I wonder what that's like. What is it like when you say, what does that mean? America first. What does that mean? Is this the same slogan as Make America Great Again? But anyway, I'm rumbling. But like I said, some of the people from the right have said, fuck Trump. You're not making America first. You haven't put America first. That's what Margaret Taylor Greene says. I'm retiring. I mean, I got businesses. Fuck Donald Trump with his bullshit. Oh, boy. Winning what? What are you winning? Y'all ain't winning shit but a rope around your neck, which he's going to be replaced. He's going to put around your neck pretty fucking soon. You ain't winning shit, homeboy. If white folks ain't winning, what makes you think we winning? What have we won? I literally get sick and tired of people saying that dumb shit. What the fuck have we won? I even heard some stupid ass say the other day, I am American. I am American. I am American. We're winning. I think I heard him say FBA. I'm not sure. But he was, I'm American and we're winning. What the fuck are we winning? What the fuck is we winning? Can I go to my mailbox and look at see if I have a grand prize in the mail? We haven't won shit. You're just fucking followers. You are followers. Followers. Lowest of the totem pole. Slaves beyond belief. He hasn't lowered your taxes. You're stupid. You are literally fucking stupid, you fucking bitch. Get the fuck out of my fucking chat. Go suck a dick somewhere. Get the fuck out of my chat. Talking about taxes, lowering taxes. You ain't done shit. Trump has not done shit. He ain't gonna do shit for you. He ain't gonna do shit for anybody. Anybody who is not a 7 to 8 to 9 figure person has basically hit the bricks. You can go too, bitch. You can go too, bitch. This whole world is fucking racist. And you think I'm gonna idly stand by and have you listen to this bullshit? As he goes from city to city and state to state and vandalize y'all? And you think and blame us in the process? Blame us for Charlie Kirk's death? Like, what the fuck is going on here? What is going on here? No, because he's gonna go after your family too. And when he goes after your family, I'ma laugh. I'ma literally laugh. I'ma laugh my ass off. I'm going to laugh. Because some of you is fucking dumb. Just dumb as a bag of bricks. What's going on?
Antonio Bonner and Saul Elisme for large-scale SNAP benefit trafficking, a scheme that turned a program designed to feed families into a multi-million-dollar criminal enterprise.
I don't know what that's all about, but oh, look at that!
I never said
Oh, look at this!
I never said anything.
You got it, man. Hey.
I love you, let me go. I'm not resisting.
You're under arrest.
I never said a threat. I never said anything. I never said anything. I never said anything.
You got it, man. Hey.
I want you, let me go. I love you.
Hispanics, you've been warned. My Hispanic brothers and sisters, you have been warned. I'm not. Woo! This is the day of reckoning. This is the day of reckoning. I'm trying to tell you, y'all better straighten up and fry right. You better put Jasmine Crockett in that seat. Hell, you better put each and every Democratic black woman in a seat. Put each and every single Democratic black woman in a seat. Make them the president of the United States. Telling you. Oh, Lord Jesus. Breaking news.
Because again, from a legal perspective, don't expect this ICE officer to be prosecuted. I'm telling you right now. She was in the car, Renee Nicole Good, 37 years of age, protesting, blocking off the streets. ICE wanted her to move. An officer got in front of the car. Another officer got to the side of the car, and then she tried to take off. And in their eyes, the Christy Noams of the world for the Department of Homeland Security, and other folks on the right are saying, oh, they consider it an act of domestic terrorism because she tried to run over an ICE officer. It's not going to be prosecuted. My point is, let's not focus on that for a second, okay? She was wrong to drive off. She should not have done that. Or she should have asked the officer, I'm pulling over, could you move out the way, please? Instead of trying to disregard him totally to the point where you're going to take off and potentially hit him, and he moves out the way and draws his gun and shoots through the front windshield and took her out.
But it wasn't necessary. You could have arrested her. You could have spared the woman's life.
Oh, Lord. Oh, hell.
We've seen plenty of incidences throughout the United States of America, historically and frequently, and recently, where people who committed crimes or people whose behavior weren't indicative of law-abiding citizens who were simply obeying law enforcement officials, we've seen them walk away alive. We've seen them walk away cuffed, but they walked away alive. So even though the law, from a literal perspective, might be on his side, The reality is that your humanity comes into question because you didn't have to kill her. She didn't have to die. That's the country we're living in now. We're living in a country where some people, more often than not, are becoming lawless, and law enforcement officials are not just about enforcing the law while serving and protecting, but they're also taking lives. At least in this case, that was the case. I believe it was totally unnecessary.
Oh my God. Okay. He's gonna force me to write a petition to silence his dumbass. First and foremost, they told her to move. Then the second officer told her to get out of the car. She just wanted to get away. Why would there would be 3 officers? 2 of them got out the truck. The one was on the side of the car. He could have shot the tire. He could have literally shot the fucking tire. But since you bots in here literally love war, there's war coming. There is war coming. And when you're in the front, I hope for the day that you fuck up, I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna literally laugh my ass off. And I'm saying, oh, ain't that the one that was laughing at the lady who was literally getting away from ICE? Ain't that literally the one that was beaten down to a pulp by ICE for absolutely positively no reason? Isn't that the one who was dragged into the truck along with her children, butt naked, because they proclaim not to be in this country? Y'all some communists. Y'all are some communists in a communist country. I got guns too. I got guns too. I got 3 for defense. I got literally 2 that I can just use out there in the street. But I use them for self-defense. This was offense. He was using it for offense. She was on a defenseless woman. A defenseless woman who could literally just turn the car and took off. But again, you spin it. Donald Trump spins it. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody literally gives a shit. And then you want to threaten a congresswoman, or a congressman, you want to threaten soon to be a senator, a young 44-year-old senator. You want to threaten an Army veteran who was born, bred in America, who fought for your right. You want to fight for, you want to literally threaten somebody who literally fought for your right to breathe and to type your little fingers into this chat box. This is what Donald Trump does, and you don't give a shit. Oh God.
Fought for 6 years for. And I gave him my loyalty for free. I won my first election without his endorsement, beating 8 men in a primary. And I've never owed him anything, but I fought for him for the policies and for America first. And he called me a traitor. for standing with these women and refusing to take my name off the discharge petition. Let me tell you what a traitor is. A traitor is an American that serves foreign countries and themselves. A patriot is an American that serves the United States of America and Americans like the women standing behind me. And I want to tell you that this only became possible today because the American people whom we serve as representatives here in Congress demanded that this vote happen, and they put more pressure on every single elected politician in this city than has ever been put on them. And today you are going to see probably a unanimous vote in the House to release the Epstein files, but the real fight will happen after that.
Yeah, I normally wouldn't have anything to say, but I guess she has a point. Even though you pumped in millions of dollars into his campaign and supported him for, I don't know, what, several years or something like that. But she does have a point. She does have a bit of a point. This bitch.
The officer was hit by the vehicle. She hit him. He went to the hospital. A doctor did treat him. He has been released, but he's going to spend some time.
The same one that walked off? The same one that walked off got hit and had his mask down. So not only do you convert to murder, chaos, and mayhem, you convert to lies too?
The officer was hit by the vehicle. She hit him. He went to the hospital. A doctor did treat him. He has been released, but he's going to spend some time with his family.
Secretary, can you expand too on the agent's injuries? The president said that he's lucky to be alive.
The officer was hit by the vehicle. She hit him. He went to the hospital.
Oh, that's just a crock of shit. So y'all are converting the lowest of the low. Y'all are the lowest of the low. Y'all some maggot motherfuckers, man. Y'all some maggots, for real. Yeah, there's a special place in hell for y'all. I'm dead ass. There is a special place in hell for y'all. What's this?
Directly in front of the car. You can see the spinning. This would have never happened if she had just gotten out of the car, and it would have never happened if she hadn't just tried to block the police in the first place. I see her spinning her wheels forward, right there. You're trying to run over that officer. You are. She doesn't give a fuck. Plus, if you're next to a car like that, you can hear it when it starts accelerating. You know what? You actually bring up a great point. I hadn't even thought about this. But the police officer who was in front of the car heard the wheels accelerating. And yeah, absolutely, he's going to pull out his fucking gun. That's a great point. New pictures show the bullet hole in the windshield. So,
oh, y'all white folks are just victims. White people are just victims. Just victims. I get it. You white folks are just victims. Yeah, Trump's doing. What the fuck is going on? They're throwing. What are they doing over here?
Hennepin County telling us that their sheriff's deputies have not been on that scene, but it looks like as officers are leaving the scene, just having some protesters or bystanders, agitators throwing some snowballs at them as they leave. We saw this earlier.
We did. Yeah, we saw this exact thing earlier, and this was targeted toward ICE agents at that particular time. But now, as you mentioned, this is MPD, BCA, DPD was on scene, the sheriff's department as well. And as this street is opening up here, you can see a lot of these protesters, these people in the community responding to this. And now we're having an aerial view here of what we have been seeing, what we did see earlier, and now it's once again, you can see them throwing some of those snowballs at those vehicles, some of which we can see have just drove off as well. Okay, it looks like they are throwing snowballs as the officers are leaving. So again, I believe.
Yeah, luckily and unfortunate for y'all, that was the only thing that there were, snowballs. This is some crazy shit. U.S. citizen said encountered ICE agents in Brooklyn and landed him in the hospital. Wait, did they blind him?
Based on how I got treated yesterday.
Ubali spoke to that man and shows us the video of the controversial confrontation.
Cell phone video shows the encounter between Emmanuel Saki and federal agents outside Family Dollar in Brooklyn Park.
Started saying, "Oh, whose car is this? This car is coming to register as somebody named Joseph." I'm like, "No, this car is registered in my fiance's name."
Can I come and draw like you said? Saki, a Liberian-born, naturalized U.S. citizen, says he showed the agents his driver's license, his name, his photo, proof of who he is.
Asked me, can you give more proof that you are a citizen? I told her I don't have the proof on me right now.
That's when he says the situation escalated, and a struggle ensued, with Saki in handcuffs before being put in a federal vehicle.
I'm a legal citizen, and this is my first time being handcuffed in my whole life.
He says he was taken to an unknown location before being let go. He says he was badly bruised and went to the hospital.
I've been treated like an animal and already hurt me.
He says he immigrated legally to the United States for a better life and to reunite with family.
Tell America it's the prison dream. Equal opportunity, equal right, dreams. Based on how I got treated yesterday.
For Saki, he says his oath of citizenship and this certificate didn't protect him.
I feel like this ain't no dream in America.
Uba Ali, WCCO News.
We reached out to ICE for a comment on this case, but have not heard back.
Yeah, I wonder why.
This U.S. citizen claims ICE agents left.
Yeah, I totally wonder why. Well, people will learn. People will learn, either stand up for yourself and fight back, or suffer the consequences. That's what I'll say. That's what I say. And this, I would say this further amplifies my decision to support Kamala Harris. I don't even know why. But this further, because I already know she's gonna run. She's gonna run again. It's either her or Gavin Newsom. Either or. I really don't care. But we got a long way to go. But Donald Trump will be impeached. He will be impeached, and he will be one sorry sack of shit in prison. But when it comes to the next president, most of you, especially FBAs, but this is not an FBA moment right here. Some of you, white folks, are really literally have amplified my decision-making to voting for Kamala Harris as President of the United States of America. Because I can show this all day of you spraying, hurting, shooting, killing, just doing literal damage outrage to people, innocent people. And Stephen A., you're a piece of shit. You are literally a piece of shit. So it's up to you. If you want to keep living in a world like this, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Same thing's gonna happen to you tomorrow, the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day. But if you want to change, start voting and start voting correctly this time. And this is not just for my people. I'm talking about my Latino brothers and sisters, my Jamaican, my Haitian brothers and sisters. If you are here, my Hispanic brothers and sisters, I'm telling you right now, straighten up and fly right, or else this is going to happen to you. You have been warned.